Hello, I'm Shirley Romaine, and this is Art Scene on Long Island, a program in which each week we bring you the artists, performing arts groups, and institutions that enrich the quality of our lives here on Long Island. Today we have a return engagement, a part two really, for the Concert Festival International. And so it brings my great favorites, Yelena and Vladimir Polozhayev, our superb pianists, who are the artistic directors of the concert festival. It brings them back to Art Scene, and they have brought with them some young artists who I think are really going to thrill you. We'll have a lot to show you. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be doing a number of appearances here in New York. I don't know if this second wave was anticipated, but I think probably they found so many gifted young people that they just had to do it. So we're going to tell you how you can see everybody. The concert festival, just let me do a quick rerun, is open to young people from the age of 5 to 25. And they're from all over the world. Many of them came from Russia, some from Puerto Rico, some from various parts of the United States, and we're going to have a little taste of each today. I think it's really going to be very nice. And it's really wonderful for the young people, I think. Many of them will come to this country from foreign parts of the world and have an opportunity to show their ability to meet with other young musicians. It's really a wonderful idea. But first, let me welcome Yelena and Vladimir Polozhayev.
Thank you.
I'm delighted that you're here again. It's always a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be here.
And we have two of our competition winners. Let me ask you, though, first, how do the young people know about the competition? How did the word of it get out? This is your first year, yes? The first
year.
How did the word get out?
All possible ways. Internet, of course, yes. Brochures, sending to musical institutions, to music stores, and from word to mouth to mouth.
Oh, yeah.
We have many colleagues, they have students, and they, other colleagues, musicians, they have students.
Yeah.
So it goes.
Now it looks like a snowball.
A snowball,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say, it looks to me like it's snowballing. But how are I think tell our viewers, how are the young people selected? I mean, what is the process of the competition?
We had audition.
Live
auditions.
Audition by DVD.
DVD.
Yeah.
Like our two guests today, Michelle, the young girl, yes. She played live audition in Jericho Library in February. Mona sent us her DVD. And Mona found out, you will ask her.
Okay, I'll ask you. It's my question to you. The reward or the prize is to perform here in New York, is that correct?
Right.
Is there something additional, or is that really the...
Few stages, and the best one is Carnegie Well Recital Hall, and that's where our two guests
are
going to perform.
Go. Yes, you're going to play in Carnegie Hall.
We already went too.
Oh, you did? Oh, well.
Michelle did.
Well, you did. We're going to talk about that.
Right.
I just want to tell you something funny. We had the two initial performers who were selected on the program earlier, and it was very interesting that without missing a beat, when I asked them why they had entered the competition, they said almost in unison to play at Carnegie Hall. I mean, that was the dream.
That's true.
And I thought it was really sweet because they were kind of shy and they didn't talk too much. But when I said why, they both said Carnegie Hall. There was no question about it. But they were interesting. We had a 17-year-old pianist. And we had a 12-year-old singer, and they were both Carnegie Hall driven, Right. That's where they wanted to go. You both sit on the panel that makes the selection. What do you look for? I know you look for talent, but I think maybe you look for more than that.
For
Stage presence.
Some sparkle.
Yeah.
Sparkle, yeah, absolutely.
Something unique, and with our two guests here,
Well, we're going to see it. We're going to see it. But that's really, you look for talent, of course, but some other charismatic thing that I think
The
you're
quality.
really looking for. Yeah,
That's, yes. An audience appreciates that.
yeah, yeah,
Right, unique quality.
yeah, yeah.
And they are unique.
And they've got it.
Innovative.
And they've got it. Well, we're going to turn to you next. Let me start with you, Michelle, because you're here. And you are 6 years old.
Yes.
And you're from the United States. You live here in New York, yes?
Yes.
And you play the violin.
Yes.
When did you start playing? At the age of 6, when did you begin?
I started at 4.
At 4. Uh-huh. And was it just sort of a natural thing that you took to?
Yes.
And your teacher, I think that's very interesting. Who is your teacher?
Anna Heifetz, which is my mother.
Anna Heifetz, who's your mother. Well, that's very nice. Heifetz, I think, is a wonderful name to have if you're playing the violin.
Yes.
I think that's fabulous. You won your first medal at the New York Music Competition, which was at Carnegie Hall. That's when you were at Carnegie Hall.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you like best about playing the violin?
Well, I like when you have to learn, and it's also fun when you get to pluck strings.
Yes. Oh, you
And
do that too.
pizzicato.
Uh-huh. And do you I suspect that you have a very remarkable musical memory. I'm just guessing that from seeing you play. Is it easy for you to memorize the pieces that you play?
Yes, very easy.
Very easy. Uh-huh. Okay, you're holding in your lap a darling bear. Tell us about this bear. Where did he come from?
From Carnegie Hall.
Yes. Oh well. Oh well. Well, were you playing? Were you in a competition there?
Yes.
You were playing.
I was giving awards, and I got this bear
Oh.
with another student, which was my age.
Oh,
Ivan.
isn't that nice? Oh, that's lovely. Oh, lovely. And you all sort of match. You're all white with a touch of red. I think that's very lovely. Well, we're going to have a chance to hear you play. So if you tell us what you're going to play, we'll have a chance to hear you. What are you going to play for us? What are we going to hear?
You're going to hear while I play Hoedown.
Hoedown.
By the composer is John Klebanov.
John Klebanov.
And Spring for Antonio Vivaldi.
I think we're just going to have time for Hoedown. So let's all just sit back and listen to Michelle Stern play Hoedown.
Yes.
Okay? Here we go. Oh, I think that's wonderful.
It's 4 whole pages, but it ends up very short.
It's 4 whole pages. Oh, I think it's remarkable. Listen, I should say before we move on that this spring you won first prize in the 13th New York Music Competition, and you were second prize winner at the American Protégé International Piano and Strings Competition 2010, and you performed again at Carnegie Hall. Well, I think she's going to be bored. I think you're going to get so used to
I
it.
did 4 times.
4 times?
Yes.
That's remarkable. You'll be able to put that on your resume. 4 times.
I'm going for my 5th one on June 14th.
Yes, we're going to talk about June 14th. Oh, I think that's just remarkable. Thank you so much. Our next guest is Mona Zarina, and you are from Latvia.
Yes.
But you are living now in the United States.
Exactly.
You came here to study.
Yes.
Specifically, why? Why did you want to come here?
First of all, because I don't know, just feeling inside myself, and also because I came here with my best friend, Margarita, that also was played here. One of those winners, and that was the way.
That's
how
sort of how the word
this.
traveled, and you knew that the competition was happening
exactly.
and so on, and you auditioned.
Yes.
Oh, that's very good, very good. And do you plan to stay here, or do you want to go back? What is your
I don't want to go back
plans?
to my country.
You
because,
don't?
No. But I'm here all this summer,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to London.
To London.
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. When did you begin to study? You play the cello. I don't think I mentioned that you were
Yes.
a cellist. How lovely.
At the age of 6.
At the age of
6.
Oh, so you've been playing a long time. Do you think about a career in music? Is that what you really like to
course.
do? Yes, yes, of course, of course.
Of course.
But I think it's really remarkable that you're here. It must have been very exciting to get word that you were invited to come.
That's true.
I should mention that both of these young artists will be playing in all of the concerts that I'm going to tell you about. I think that's really a wonderful opportunity. But you found someone to study with here that you really feel good about. I think you came to Manus School of Music, yeah. And did you apply to Manus and you were accepted and then you came? Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
As I heard, they told me I was the only cellist accepted for a bachelor, and I was going for a scholarship.
Oh,
so I
yes. Do you do chamber music as well as playing solo? Yes. Okay, is there anything you want to tell us about being in New York that was unusual or that's really kind of changed your life? It's a unique place, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a crazy place. That's true.
And this has been a good experience for you.
Yeah, always.
Okay, we're going to hear you play. Tell us what you're going to play.
Zoltán Kodály, it's a Hungarian
Kodály,
composer, and third movement of cello solo sonata, opus 8.
The cello sonata.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Why don't we sit back and listen? This is a treat. How often do I get to do this? It's really wonderful. Yes, let's hear Mona. Oh, you have such command, really, and I think that must be a very difficult piece of music.
This is one of the hardest.
I failed to mention, Michelle reminded me, of your age. If
so
I were
old.
21, I would want everybody to say it.
To know it.
Yes. No, but I did mention that the competition is open to young people from 5 to 25. So you're well within the borders. Have you performed with orchestras either in Latvia or chamber groups
Yeah, a
here?
couple of times.
Uh-huh. And here as well with chamber groups?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I love the cello. I think it's just the mellowest, loveliest sound, and you have great command. I mean, you see that right away. So I'm delighted that you're here. Now we're going to hear some more of your colleagues. We're going to see some young performers as well, who are they're not here. They're coming from Russia. They're both from St. Petersburg, I believe.
Yes.
And they're coming from Russia, and they are going to be performing here. So through the magic of DVD, we have them. And the first piece that we're going to hear is with, here, let me just find my page, is with Elisa, let me find her.
right?
Yes, with Elisa Sadikova. And Lisa Sadikova, yes, is going to play the harp, and she is 6 years old. So let us listen to this.
Just like Michelle.
To this young artist, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I think she's remarkable. Just remarkable.
6 years old.
You know, 6 years old. It must really be exciting for you to get these DVDs or to sit and listen to, you know.
It's
like
such a fun to
if this
listen,
young lady walked in and played the violin for me, I think I might fall off my chair. But I mean, it must be very exciting.
So what
It
would you
is, right?
Yeah.
Aren't we lucky?
Yeah, very lucky.
Maybe if you played, you'd be even enjoying
Well,
it.
maybe if I did, it would have been a long time ago. No, I used to play the piano. And I'll tell you a very funny thing when I saw your son. When I was in junior high school, I had an option. I could take an art class or orchestra. And the art teacher was an ogre. She was terrible, and everybody said, stay away. So I said, I'd like to be in the orchestra. And all of the instruments were spoken for except the string bass, the double bass. So I play the double bass.
Wow.
If I look at anybody, I think, gee, I know how to play the double bass. And I decided that it was a difficult instrument to carry around and that I wouldn't pursue my
That's a little
career.
too much,
yeah.
right?
But it was
Very
exciting.
heavy.
But it was exciting. So I did play the string bass and I did play the piano long ago, but not like you. Not like you. Anyway, I would like to put on the screen where all of this festivity is going to be taking place. So if we could have the crawl, it would really be great. I don't want us to run out of time without people knowing where they can come and see these artists. The big concert is going to be Monday, June 14th, at 8 p.m. at Carnegie Hall in the Weil Recital Hall. That's on 57th Street in Manhattan, at the corner of 7th Avenue, and the entrance is on 57th Street. And for tickets and information, 718-309-3020. And then there are going to be sneak previews in advance of this performance at Carnegie Hall. So let me tell you where they're going to be, and there may be one in your neighborhood, so listen. There's going to be a performance on Friday, June 11th at 7 p.m. at the Satcham Public Library. That's at 150 Holbrook Road in Holbrook. And the telephone number there is 631-588-5024. And then Saturday, June 12th at 2 p.m. at the Jericho Public Library, which is a space I know, and it's lovely. You're really going to love it. That's at 1 Mary Lane in Jericho, and the number there is 516-935-6790. And that evening, there's going to be an afternoon and an evening. That evening, Saturday, June 12th at 7:30 p.m. at the Syosset Public Library, another lovely one. And that's 225 South Oyster Bay Road, and that's in Syosset. And the number there is 516-489-2220. So, one way or another, I hope you're going to get a chance to see all of these really wonderful artists. We have another young performer, Alvina Vozhnetskaya.
Voznesenskaya.
Well,
Voznesenskaya.
Who plays the domra, which is an instrument that I didn't know, but it's like a balalaika.
It's
Yeah, it's Russian
mandolin.
But I
Russian
think
folk
once
instrument.
again,
Computer.
Alvina's age is
23.
she's 23. She's 23.
Yeah,
So
older than you,
21
sir.
years old.
Yeah, more than, so don't worry.
she's
No, I'm calm.
23 and quite remarkable, as you will see. Here is Alvina.
Fantastic, no?
Remarkable. Vladimir, what was she playing?
Absolutely
What was she
amazing.
playing?
She was playing finale from Piano Concerto by Saint-Saëns, number 2. I never heard such a performance in my life.
simply
It's
remarkable.
much better than piano sound. I like it.
So you can't play this fast.
Oh, it's
That's
Yeah,
very
you played
fast
so
and very
fast.
perfect.
But I understand that Alvina, while your other artist has a visa, she
Yes.
does not yet have one.
No.
Not yet. We believe everything
but-
will be okay.
But you have called on your congressman, Peter
Yes,
King.
I tried to contact Peter.
And hopefully
We
he
wrote
will
the
be able to
letter.
help you. Yes.
We hope.
Yeah, he answered that he is looking into
very
that
good.
business, and we hope that he will
that's very
help
good.
us.
Well, I
And
think
she will get here.
Yeah. Oh well, let's hope so because she's really a remarkable artist. But listen, we cannot conclude a program with you here without hearing you play.
Oh.
So
okay.
tell us what you're going to play for us.
That's an arrangement of Mozart's Rondo alla Turca, made in samba style.
In
So-
samba style.
Yes.
So we're hearing Mozart alla samba, or I should say, yes,
Vladimir-
Mozart alla samba. Yes,
Yeah, Vladimir
arranged.
arranged
So Yelena playing original Mozart's composition, and I'm playing something around.
Okay.
something around,
Okay.
and we do it at the same time.
No, it's a treat. I've heard it. So let's hear Mozart
Okay.
alla samba. Well,
Thank you very
That was
much.
really wonderful. We do have just a little bit of time. I want to thank you, all of you. I hope you had fun because I really had a wonderful time listening to you. It will be interesting for me to be watching for your careers because I'm sure both of you are going to have careers in music. And it's really, I don't know, it seems to me it's a wonderful place to go and a wonderful place to devote your life to make a career. I think it's great. And as for you, I think this enterprise has really been amazing.
Rewarding.
What's been the best thing for you? We're almost out of town. What's been the best thing about this festival for you?
Just
To find
to
out.
meet those
These young talents,
Yeah,
and hear them
Absolutely
in
remarkable people.
on the best stages.
yeah.
And, if that helps them, that's the best reward for
Well,
us.
and best of all, it is an investment in the future. We all talk about the now, but you are really looking into the future, and I think that's
Right.
remarkable.
Right.
And I think I have to say goodbye to all of you now. It's been lovely. I've enjoyed this very
Thank you.
much.
And we want to thank you
Oh,
very
it's my
much.
pleasure. It's my pleasure.
We've enjoyed listening to ourselves too.
It's Shirley Romaine for Art Scene. I'll see you next time.